So first step is to identify the number of nodes that we have done. The second step is to assign voltage at each node. So V1, V2 and V3. Let V1, V2, V3 are the three voltages assigned to three nodes. Now write the equations at each node. Okay, so at first node, see here there is a current source entering. Okay, if you treat entering as negative, okay, so minus 12 amperes plus V1 by 4 ohms and plus V1 minus V2 divided by 8. So how many elements are connected to this node 1? 3 elements, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so 3 terms will come in the equation which is equal to 0. So this is your first equation. Okay, so in the second node, you can see the current is leaving the node. Okay, what I told, entering is negative, so leaving will be positive. So you write here, entering is negative. Okay, is negative, and leaving is positive. Leaving is positive. Okay, so 18 amperes is leaving the node. So 18. So leaving is positive. 18 plus V2 minus V1 divided by 8 ohms, because to this node 8 ohms is connected and 10 ohms is connected and 18 amperes is connected. So 10 ohms is connected, right? So V2 minus V3 divided by 10 ohms. See here, why I'm writing V2 minus V1 and V2 minus V3? Because when you are at any node, that node voltage is superior than all other voltages in the network. Okay, all other voltages in the network. So this is the first equation, this is the second equation, and this is the, now at node 3. At node 3, how many elements are connected? 1, 2, 3. 3 elements are connected. So 3 terms will come in the equation. So one current is entering. Entering is treated as negative, right? So minus 24 plus V3 by 6, V3 by 6. Okay, so V3 minus V2, V3 minus V2 divided by 10 is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. Now you got 3 equations with the 3 unknowns. So what are the 3 unknowns here? V1, V2 and V3. So simplify these equations. Simplifying these equations, okay, we can write the first equation after simplification is 3v1 minus v2 There is no v3 term, so we have to write plus 0 into v3. Plus 0 into v3 is equal to 96. Is equal to 96. This is the first equation. Simplifying the first equation, we have written like this. Okay, second equation after simplification, what you are going to get is 5v1 minus 9v2 plus 4v3 is equal to 720. So this is the second equation after simplification. Okay, this is the second equation after simplification. Similarly, after simplifying the third equation, you are going to get, there is no v1 term, so write 0 v1 plus v2 minus 6 v3 is equal to minus 240. So this is the equations which we got. Okay, which we got. And after simplification of these equations, so to solve these v1, v2, v3 values, what we have to do is we have to write an matrix form. So the coefficients of v1, v2, v3 are written as one matrix, and with coefficients v1, v2, v3 is equal to this 3 values is equal to the constant values. So constant values will form one matrix. The variables which you want to find the values form one matrix, and the coefficients will form one matrix. Let G is the coefficient matrix, V is the voltage or variable matrix, and I is the constant matrix. So G into V, G matrix into V matrix is equal to I matrix, is equal to matrix I. Now if we want V matrix, what you have to do? If you want V matrix, what we have to do? You have to send this to here. So it will become G inverse. G inverse. You have to make the inverse of this matrix and multiply with I. Okay, and you will get V matrix. So you will get V1, V2, V3 after solving this. After solving this, G inverse into I. So you take this as a homework and solve the V1, V2, V3 values. Okay. So how to solve, you know? First you have to how to find inverse. First you have to find the determinant of that matrix. So det G, find that G. Okay, determinant of G, and find the cofactors of each element. Okay, that is cofactor of 3, the cofactor of 1, -1, cofactor of 0, and find the cofactors of all the elements, and using the matrix inversion technique, you can find the values of G, V, and I. Sorry, V values. Okay, V values. Am I clear up to now? Shall I go for the next slide? Shall I go for next slide? Please respond. Somebody in the class. So the second problem which you want to solve is nodal analysis with some super node. Okay, with some super node. Okay, with some super node. So how to solve this? See here, we have one super node here. So how many nodes are there? Identify the number of nodes. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 0. This is 0. So 1, 2, 3 nodes are there, out of which 2 and 3 is forming a super node. 2 and 3 is forming a super node. So when there is a super node, what you have to do? You have to remove this and keep a short. That means you have to short these two nodes. That means these two nodes are same. 2 and 3 are same. 2 and 3 are same. Okay, 2 and 3 are same. Now, from the diagram, it is very clear that you can see here plus is there, and there is no element up to here. So V1 will become 12 volts. V1 will become 12 volts. Without solving, you can directly write V1 as 12 volts. At node 2 and node 3 formed a super node. So how many elements are connected to this super node? So 2 and 3, suppose V2, V3 are formed as super node. And to this 8 ohms is connected. Okay, 8 ohms is connected, and to the same node, the current is connected, current source is connected, and to this same node, 6 ohms is connected. Okay, 6 ohms is connected, and to this same node, again a current source is connected. So this V2 and V3 becomes the same. Okay, so V2 minus V1, because here V1 is there. Okay, V2 minus V1 divided by 8 plus V3 by 6, because these are the two resistances. Okay, so if I take the last slide, what you have taken, entering as negative and leaving as positive. So entering as negative and leaving as positive. Okay, leaving as positive. So which current is entering? 24 is entering, so minus 24. Okay, minus 24. Okay, and 18 is leaving. So leaving is taken as positive, plus 18 is equal to 0. Okay, now if you could solve this, simplify this, V2 minus V1 is 12, already we got here, okay, by 8 plus V3 by 6 is equal to 6 amperes, is equal to 6 amperes. So this is one equation and this is another equation, and here V2 and V3 are there and here V1 is there. So one more equation I have to get because there are three unknowns. So the third equation is V3 minus V2. V3 minus V2 is equal to 10 volts. Is the from this open node, V3 minus V2 is 10 volts. So we got this is one equation. This is the second equation, and this is the third equation. So in this problem, we got these equations like this based on the structure of the network. Okay, if the network changes, again the equations changes. So this is first equation, this is second equation, and this is the third equation. So three equations are there. Okay, so from this, what is V2? Substitute V3 in terms of V2 here. So V3 is equal to 10 plus V2. So V2 minus 12, V2 minus 12 by 8 plus V3 is how much? 10 minus V2, 10 plus V2, sorry, 10 plus V2 divided by 6 is equal to 6, is equal to 6. So you can get V2 directly. So what is V2? Can anyone tell me? In the class, can anyone solve the V2 for me and tell the value? Is there anyone who is listening the class? Hello? Three 379. Double 101 031. Please respond. Okay. Seems that all are, why all are ideal? Nobody is responding. Shall I end the class now?
No, sir.
Then why you are not responding? Somebody has to respond. Then only I can feel like somebody is listening to the class. I can't teach for myself, right? I am teaching for you. You have to respond. All the students has to respond. That is what I am expecting from you. Okay. So can anyone solve the equation for me and tell the answer? What is V2?
20 volts, sir.
V2 is 20 volts.
20.
Okay. So if V2 is 20, then V3 is equal to 10 plus V2. So 10 plus 20, 30 volts. Okay. Okay. So this is how you are going to solve the problem. So we'll go to next problem. Okay. This is mesh analysis. Okay. This is mesh analysis. In the mesh analysis, what you have to do, we have to identify the number of meshes. How many meshes are there? 1, 2, 3. Okay. How many meshes are there? 3 meshes. That means you are going to get 3 equations. Now, first step is to draw the current's direction and assume current in each loop. What is the first step you have to do? Identify the number of loops. Second step is to write the current direction and and assume the currents. I1 is the loop 1, I2 in the loop 2, and I3 in the loop 3. So after that, what you are going to do? You have to write the equations. You have to write the equations. So how to write the equations? In loop A, can you tell me the equation? If you start from A to B, C to D. So minus 12. I'm crossing from minus to negative, minus 12 plus 2I1 plus 4 into I1 minus I2, okay, is equal to 0. This is the first equation for the loop 1. For the loop 2, can you tell me what is the, suppose if you start from, okay, C, E, F, D. C, E, F, D is the second loop. Can you tell me the answer for this? Yeah, from C to E. So, and one more element, two elements are there, so it is E dash. So C to E dash, and E dash to E, and E to F, F to D, and D to C. So this is the path we have to trace. So from C to E dash, we have 36 volts. Okay. From E dash to E, we have 8 into I2, 8 into I2, plus 6 into I2 minus I3. Okay, 6 into I2 minus I3, plus 4 into I2 minus I1. So what is the rule I have to follow while writing this equation? While writing this equation, I have to assume the current is superior than the remaining two currents. Okay, in which, for which loop I am drawing the or writing the equation, the current in that loop is, okay, is superior than the remaining two currents, is superior than remaining two currents. So this is equation number 1, equation number 2, and third equation is, suppose if you are traveling from E to G, and G to G dash, and G dash to F dash. Okay, G dash to F dash. From F dash to F, there is no rule, and F to G, F to E. So you have to follow the path E, G, G dash, F, E. Okay, so this is the path you have to travel. So 10 I3, 10 into I3 plus 12 into I3. Okay, the same current is flowing in 10 and 12, and plus 24 volts, plus 24 volts. Okay, plus 6 into I3 minus I2 is equal to 0. Okay, is equal to 0. So these are the three equations. So 2I1 plus 4I1 minus I2 plus minus 12 is equal to 0. So these three equations, when they are rearranged, okay, if you rearrange this equation, so here I1, so 6I1, okay, 6I1, okay, minus 4I2, okay, minus 4I2, okay. So how to just write the equation? So 2I1 plus 4I1, that is 6I1, okay, 6I1 minus 4I2 plus 0 into I3 is equal to minus 12, is equal to minus 12. So if you divide the both equations by 1 by 2, so it becomes 3I1 minus 2I2, okay, is plus 0 into I3 is equal to 6. Sorry, here plus is equal to 6. Okay, next equation. How many I2s are there? I1s are there? Minus 4I1 minus 6I1. Okay, minus 4I1 and minus 6I1. So minus 4I1 plus minus 6I1 is minus 10I1. Minus 10I1. Okay, so how many I2s are there? 8 plus 6, how much? 8 plus 6.
14.
Yeah, 14 I2 plus 14 I2. Okay. And how many I3s are there? Only one I3 minus 6 I3. 6 I3 is equal to minus 36. Minus 36. Okay. So multiply with what value you have to multiply? By 2 if you multiply by minus 2. Okay. By 1 by minus 2. Okay, multiply this, then I can write this as 5I1 plus 7I2 minus, right? This is minus. Okay, this will become minus, and this will become plus 3I3 is equal to, so it will become 18. So this is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. Okay, and in equation number 3, can anyone tell me what is equation number 3? So how many I1s are there in this? There is no I1 term, so 0 into I1. So how many I2 terms are there? Minus 6 I2. That's all. Minus 6 I2. Minus 6 I2. Okay. And how many I3 terms are there? 6 I3 plus 10 I3 plus 12. How much it is? 18 I3 plus 18 I3 is equal to minus 24 is equal to minus 24. Okay. So if I solve this 2 3s by 2, so I1, okay,
Sir,
plus
28 I3 కదా?
ma 28,
28 I3.
yeah, 28 I3. Okay, so minus 14, okay, I3 is equal to 12. Okay, so this is the equation number 3. So you got 1, 2, and 3 equations. So can you write the equations in matrix form? Yes. Equations in matrix form can be written as this one, equation RIV. So R is the matrix of coefficients and I is the current values, and this is the constant. This is the constant. Okay. Now I is equal to R inverse into V. R inverse into V. So if you could able to inverse this matrix and multiply with V, you will get I1, I2 and I3 values. I1, I2 and I3 values. Am I clear up to now? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you tell me how to write the loop equations for this problem. So this is also problem on mesh analysis. Okay, mesh analysis. Okay. Okay. So how to perform the process? First, identify the number of nodes 1, 2, and reference is 0. So there are 1 and 2 nodes. So you assume, mesh analysis, right? So how many loops are there? 1, 2, and 3.
3 loops.
So 3 loops are there. Okay. If there are 3 loops, what you have to do? You have to assume 3 currents, right? This is suppose say I1. Okay, I1. And this is suppose say I2. Okay. And this is suppose say I3. Somebody in the class, can you tell me the equations? Can you tell me the equations for loop 1? Okay. If you start from this A, okay, B and C and D. Okay. If you start from A, minus 12 plus 2 into I1 plus 2 into I1. Okay. Plus 4 into I1 minus I2 is equal to 0. Okay, this is the first equation, loop equation, first loop equation. And if you start from C to E and F, okay, and F to D and again to C, then if you are starting from C, 36, okay, plus 8 into I2 minus I1, 8 into I2 minus I1 plus 6 into I2 minus I3, okay, 6 into I3 minus I3 plus 4 into I2 minus I1. This is the second equation is equal to 0.
Sir,
Okay, is equal to
sir,
0.
8
Second.
into I2, what's my sir?
Okay.
8 into I2 only.
Okay. No I1. Okay. 6 into I2 minus I3 and 4 into I2 minus I1. Okay, this is the second equation. And third equation you did not write because we have a current source in the loop. Okay, you are having a current source in the loop. So I3 is equal to, simply write 5 amperes. Okay, I3 is equal to 5 amperes. You assumed a current that is flowing in this loop, right? So in this loop, how much current is flowing? Because there is no voltage source in the loop. Okay, if there is a voltage source, then you should not write like this. This will become wrong. Okay, now this is right because there is no voltage source. Only single current source is in the loop. Okay, single current source is in the loop. So I can directly write I3 is equal to 5 amperes. Now I got I3 value. Now substitute this I3 value here and you will get two equations and two unknowns, and try to solve those two equations. Then how much you are going to get? So here 2I1 plus 4I1, that is 6I1 minus 4I2 is equal to 12. This is first equation. Second equation is minus 4I1 plus 18I2 minus 6I3 is equal to minus 36. Okay, and we know that I3 is equal to 5 amperes. So substitute here 6 5 30. So send this here plus, so minus 4I1 plus 18I2 is equal to, okay, so minus 6. So you got two equations and two unknowns, and try to solve. So if I try to solve these two equations, okay, then I will get I1 as 2.909 and I2 as 0.13. So after this class, please do this, which I am leaving for you. That is in the first slide. Okay, first 2 and 3 slides, you have to find the inverse of these three matrices and verify whether you are getting answer or not. Okay. Am I clear up to now? So please don't leave. Try to find the inverse of the matrix and tell me the answers by tomorrow class. Okay. Now this is one more problem. Okay, one more problem. See here, in this we have a dependent source. Okay, so when you have a dependent source, okay, so what is doing is he's assumed the current I1 here, right? I1, 4I1 is there, and I1 is in the other loop. So instead of assuming I1 and I2 here and confusing the problem, I will assume I1 here, already has given, right, I1, and I will assume I2 here. By assuming this like this, okay, how simple the problem will be, you will see. So for the second loop, can you tell me what is the KVL? Suppose if you start from A, B, okay, C, D, since this is the voltage source, okay, current controlled voltage source. Okay, now minus 5 Okay, and I am crossing the current source from negative to positive, that voltage source minus 4i plus 4 into I2 minus I1, because here I2 is there and here I1 is there. I2 minus I1, okay, plus 4I2 is equal to 0. 4I2 is equal to 0. Okay, this is 4I1. Next, for the second loop, suppose if you want to write C, E, F. Okay, C, E, F, D. Okay, from C to E, 2 into I1. Okay, plus 3 volts. Okay, plus 4 into I1 minus I2. 4 into I1 minus I2. Okay, plus any more terms? Over, no? Is equal to, so equal to 0. So this is one equation, this is another equation. And this term actually, okay, actually by taking like this I1 in the same loop and I2 in the second loop, see here, you can find two equations with two unknowns, right? You can find two equations with two unknowns. Simply solve these two equations and get the answer, right? That's all. Okay, so the effect of this source, okay, dependent source, okay, has not been reflected in this problem. Why? Because the current which is on which it is depending, okay, we consider the same current in this loop and the same and opposite current in this loop, that is I1 and I2. If you reverse this, what will happen? The problem will get more complex. That's all. Nothing will happen. If you consider here as I1 and here as I2, no problem. But thing is that the problem will become more complex. So this is how you have to be very cautious and very smart enough to decide. Okay, decide the loop currents when there is an dependent sources. When there is no dependent source in the network, it is very easy. But when there is dependent sources, please be cautious and smart enough to check whether you are selecting the correct current directions or not. Okay, correct current directions or not. Next, am I clear up to now? Am I clear up to now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now one more for you. So this is the problem. Okay, and how many loops are there? Two loops are there. So two loop currents I have to assume. So already I1 is given here. So what I am going to do? I am going to assume the same current I1 in this loop and I2 in this loop. But here the voltage is depending upon this dependent voltage source. Voltage is depending upon the drop across this 4 ohms resistance. Drop across this 4 ohms resistance. So what is Vx actually? Vx is equal to 4 into, according to Ohm's law, the current that is flowing in this 4 ohms. What is the current flowing from here? I2 is coming and from here I1 is coming. The difference current which is flowing in that resistance is I2 minus I1. That is Vx is equal to 4 into I2 minus I1. This is one of the equation we have to write. The second nodal equation for this first node is, for first loop is minus 5 minus 2Vx minus Vx plus okay, Vx I can write directly plus 4 into I2 is equal to 0. For first loop I have written the equation. For the second loop 4 into I1 minus I2 plus 2I2 plus 3 is equal to 0. So there are two equations. So after writing the two equations, what you have to do? You have to solve. So minus 5, what is minus 2vx plus vx? Minus vx, okay, plus 4i2 is equal to 0. Okay, so from this, what is vx? Vx is equal to 4 into i2 minus i1. 4 into i2 minus i1 plus 4i2 is equal to 0. Okay, so minus 5 minus how much it will be? Four i2 minus i1 minus 4i2 minus 4i2 plus 4i1 plus 4i1 plus 4i2 plus 4i2 is equal to 0. So plus 4i2 minus 4i2 get cancelled. So 4i1 is equal to 5. So I1 is equal to, what is I1? 5 by 4 amperes. So I1 is equal to 5 by 4 amperes. So you got I1 value. So if you want I2 value, you substitute I1 here, 5 by 4 here, and get the I2 value. So I2 value you solve for yourself. I'm not going to solve. Okay, substitute the value of I1 in this equation. Okay, and get the value of I2. Okay, so this is how you are going to see how simple it is now. And even though there is a dependent source, okay, so writing this Vx in this equation instead of writing 4 into I2 minus I1, okay, writing this equation has made us very simple, made the problem very simple, and we could able to solve the problem very easily. Is it clear? Is it clear? Am I clear up to now? Yeah, very good. Good. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Somebody's mic is on. Okay. So try to solve this problem. Try to solve this problem. So already current directions are assumed. This is I1, this is I2, and this is 2 volt source, and this is a dependent source. If A is equal to 2i2, what will happen? You tell me. 50. And how much? You find the value of I1 when A is equal to 2i2. So to write this equation, what I have to do? I have to assume the currents I1 and I2 in the two loops. And so first equation is minus 2 plus 2i1 plus okay, 2i1 plus 5 into I1 minus I2, 5 into I1 minus I2 plus minus A means minus 2i2 is equal to 0. So here actually I have to write A, right? Minus A. Why? Because minus A, I am crossing from minus to plus. So minus 2 plus 2i1, okay, plus 2i1 plus 5i1 minus 5i2 minus what is A? 2i2. From this equation, substitute here, 2i2 is equal to 0. Okay. So minus 2i2 plus 2i2 minus 7 plus 5. This is also 7. So 7i1 minus 7i2 is equal to 2. For the second loop, 5 into, yeah, please tell me when I am writing. Please help me in writing this equation. Somebody in the class. What I have to do? 5 into I2 minus I1 or I1 minus I2? I2 minus
I2 minus I1.
I2
I1.
minus I1.
Yeah, plus 3i2. Okay. minus 6, 6 plus 4, I2. Okay, I2 is equal to 0. Okay, so minus I1, minus 5I1 plus how much is I2? 5 plus 3 plus 2. Sorry, 5 plus 3. Huh? 8.
12.
12. Huh? 12 I2
12.
is equal to 6. Okay, is equal to 6. And 7I1 plus, sorry, minus 7I2 is equal to 2. Okay, or else I can write directly 7 by 2 instead of writing 7I1 and 7I2 and multiply with 5. Suppose multiplying with 5, okay, into 5, that is 10 by 7. Okay, so these two get cancelled. Plus 12 minus 5 is 7I2 is equal to 6 plus 10 by 7. So what is I2? Can you tell me? Can anyone solve and tell me what is I2? Can anyone try to solve this and tell me? Anybody solving for me or not? Or else I have to solve. And tell me the I1 answer. Tell me the I1 answer also. Yeah, anybody solving in the class?
Yes, sir.
So tell me the answers. Once you solve the, so 6 plus 10 by 7 divided by 7. It's very simple. Why are you taking this much of time?
I2 is 8.1, sir.
I2 is
8.1.
8.1, okay. And what is I1? You substitute 8.1 here, 7 into I1 minus, so 2 plus something you will get. So 2 plus 7 into 8.1 divided by 7. How much it is? You must get, the answer is actually 1.35 amperes. You must get 1.35 amperes. Are you getting 1.35? So what you are getting? If not 1.35, what you are getting? Who told the answer 8.1 amperes? Who told the answer 8.1 amperes?
Sir, sorry, sir, 8.1 less, sir, 1.05.
Yeah, 1.05 amperes. So instead of 8.1, okay, 1.05. So 1.05 into 7 is almost 7. Okay, let's do 9 divided by 7. So 1.05.
1.33.
Yeah. So into 7. Okay. So 7.4 plus 2 is
1.33.
9.42. 9.42 divided by 7 is 1.34. So you got the answer, right? So the answer I should get is 1.35, but I got 1.34. Okay, no problem. So 1.34. Okay, so the answer you should get is 1.35. Similarly, you take when A is equal to, instead of taking 2I2, you take 2Vx. Okay. So you take 2Vx and solve the problem.